Hello and welcome back to Down the Track. What a game we had on our hands today between Lucknow Super Giants and Chennai Super Kings. I have with me Punter. Man, you were wearing yellow yesterday, but you quickly changed to Lucknow colors. It's not the most popular colors, but you've quickly changed. And yeah, but what a great game. Your initial thoughts 211 being chased with 6 wickets to spare.
Yeah, amazing game of cricket again. 211 till the last 4 overs. We thought it was Chennai's game all the way, and then
Hmm.
Evan Lewis and Badoni. What a talent that new guy is! Just changed the game completely. But yes, some I don't say mistakes, but yes, some blunder in the calls taken by Jadeja for Shivam Dubey and Mukesh Chaudhary bowling the last 2 overs.
Yeah, I think also catches being dropped. Quinton was dropped as well. Fielding wasn't up to mark. But yeah, in my opinion, you will probably agree with me. But those were Dhoni's calls, I think, and I think they both need to learn from Jadeja's side. He needs to get more involved. Yes, I understand he's on the boundary and he's fielding. He's like running around, stopping boundaries. He did field well, but he needs to get more involved. He needs to speak to his players. I saw Dhoni doing it, and it's fine. Dhoni has that thing, but if you're not captain, then you need to have that leadership role. You have to be the guy. Dhoni should be coming to you. He shouldn't be going directly to the bowler. And I understand. Like I still think that this way Chennai will win games. Right, Dhoni will still, there was due and everything. A lot of things didn't go in their favor. They will win games with this kind of thing. But next year or the year after, when Dhoni leaves, there's going to be a big problem in CSK. That's why I feel that Jadeja needs to take more control. You can rely on DRS and decisions, but here it was Dhoni controlling the game, and I just feel win or lose, I just feel the captain should take more control.
100% agree with you. But maybe there might be a hindsight saying that Dhoni is doing the transition smoothly. He's still acting as the captain and making Jadeja understand the situations and giving it to him. But yes, I feel Jadeja should take more responsibility. We saw today regarding the DRS also, it was Dhoni who almost took it straight away, and then he realized, oh, he's not the captain, and went to Jadeja. Jadeja take it, and then Jadeja from the boundary line took it. So yes, obviously, it's difficult for Dhoni as well, right? Because he's been the captain for CSK for so long, and then suddenly it's like, oh, I'm not the captain now. It is Jadeja. So maybe that's also a situation.
Yeah,
But you
no,
never
because
know if Dhoni leaves. It may be a blessing in disguise also for Jadeja. But I don't know if Jadeja is a good
no,
captain.
because what happens is now, right? Like we saw in our groups and everything. Now what happens is this: like that was poor call from Jadeja. It wasn't
Yeah,
Jadeja's call; it was Dhoni's call, right? So what
true.
happens is that he gets thing. It wasn't really his call. So it's like someone else is making the call, but you're taking the blame for it, which is okay as a captain. You do that, but why not just make the call yourself and take the mistake? Then that's what a captain should do, right? He should take the responsibility. That's what I
Absolutely.
think. And
Absolutely.
from Jadeja's point of view, he needs to be more involved. He needs to be more active. He needs, even if he's shouting from the boundary, he just needs to be more active from that side of things. He's fit guy. He can go and put a arm around the bowler's shoulder. Like if it was Shivam Dubey, if it was in the last over as well. Sorry if you can help me with the name.
Mukesh Chaudhary.
Mukesh Chaudhary, yeah. If it was him, just go and put an arm around his shoulder. I didn't see much of that. That's what I would like to see. In terms of bowling changes and everything, you make calls, it doesn't pay off. What Dhoni tried to do, or Jadeja tried to do today was try to get the wickets early on, use their best bowlers early on, and it didn't work. But if you did give these two other bowlers the earlier overs, the game would have finished maybe 2 overs to spare. Who knows, right?
True.
Dhoni likes to take the game deep, and that's exactly what happened. It went till the second last over, but yeah, I think it's more about the personnel. They just didn't have that experience
Absolutely. Yeah.
in the death overs, and even in the middle overs. If you give somebody like a Mukesh or a Shivam Dubey, they would have got hit maybe for 20-25 runs.
True, agreed with that as well. But the only thing I felt was Pretorius and Bravo shouldn't have both bowled consecutively. They should have been a gap between. They could have bowled maybe Shivam Dubey, Pretorius, Mukesh Chaudhary, and then Bravo, something like that. So that, there was a well balanced out time, or maybe, the other way, but still bowling them out before 18th over and then 2 overs, just needing 30 odd runs. I think it was very easy for Lewis to whack those two players.
Yeah, and also, this is how funny the game works. Now we're all praising the young guy, Badoni, the Ayush Badoni, the way he batted, superb confidence and everything. But I was sitting there, I was watching the match, and I was like, they should have sent Krunal Pandya. That's what I thought. With the 40 of 17, you're sending a youngster.
Yeah.
Like there's Dhoni there, there's Bravo bowling. You're sending him in. I didn't think it was fair on him. And now it looks like a master stroke, but that's how the game pans out, right? Like Chennai backed a youngster, it didn't work out. Lucknow backed a youngster, it worked out. It was a crucial innings. That sweep shot that he hit, it was a game changer, because at that time they needed 34 of 12, if I'm not mistaken, and he took it down to 28, and then two extras, put the bowler under pressure, and then he rotated the strike as well. Outstanding. But at that time, if I'm captain, I'm sending Krunal Pandya. I don't know what you were thinking, but that's how it works, cricket, right? You take calls, take risky calls. Now, whoever the management, Gautam Gambhir, KL Rahul, they look like superstars. They look like geniuses, but
yes,
it's the game of cricket.
Absolutely, absolutely. We also saw in the first inning, Shivam Dubey was the hero, and in the second inning, just because he bowled that 1 over, he became the villain of the match. So it's very unfair for like we can sit and analyze many things, but obviously it's the players who are doing it on the pitch, on the ground, and delivering at the time, at the moment. So yes, obviously sometimes it works in your favor, sometimes it does not. Hopefully CSK come back strong with after this win. Seeing the table, it's like the top four teams are at the bottom of the table, eh?
Yeah, I'm happy with CSK losing. I'm more than delighted. This Lucknow team is exciting, and they still have two players coming in, which is going to be even stronger for them. But
my question for you on that, regarding that. So, if after watching Lewis's innings today, is Soines coming in, you kicking out Lewis?
So the thing is, if Stoinis comes in right now, how many foreigners did they play today?
They had Shamira.
They played They played Quinton and Lewis. Right? So
they're all four.
I would do something a bit different. I would drop Ty and Shamira and get in Holder and Stoinis. And
but do you think they have a better death bowler in Ankit Rajput?
I would bowl Holder at the death.
No. So, for example, if you're taking two fast bowlers out, so you have. I understand Stoinis can bowl as well. So you're getting Holder in.
I'm banking on both of them to bowl. I'm banking on both of them to bowl, and then you get.
So what would your batting order be in that case then?
Batting order, it will be look, KL Rahul, Quinton, one down. I would go. What's his name? Stoinis, two down Lewis, or one down Lewis, two down Stoinis, depending on your right, left conditions, whatever. And then the thing is, Manish Pandey, man, I don't see him in this 11. So I would maybe drop him and get somebody else in, maybe a bowler, get another bowler in. So that's what I would do.
That's actually not a bad call. Yes, if you drop Manish Pandey and Stoinis comes in, so then you can play Mohsen instead of
something different, because Manish Pandey is not providing me anything today. It was I'm telling you, we're going to joke about this, we're going to laugh about this, but it's a blessing in disguise he got out at that time.
Well, that's what I said. Give him the man of the match.
Yeah, he played another 10-15 deliveries. The game was over. So the intent was there. Right? He still did 5 or 6. I don't know if I can say if the intent was there, but he was looking to hit when he got out. So I'd give him that much. But yeah, I don't see him he'll have to change his game, because there are so many good players around him. He shouldn't have that pressure. Just play freely. If he gets out, he gets out. I think that number one, the one down spot can be more of a free role, whoever bats there. And that's why I like to see Marcus Stoinis there. I think he can utilize the power play as well. And then someone like Lewis, Krunal Pandya, Deepak Huda, they can handle your spinners and everything. Lewis plays spin, and Lewis hits straight. So he takes less risk. So there's less risk when he's hitting. So you could go one down or two down. Lewis is, but Lewis is a great player, man. He's underrated.
Those two coming in, this team looks very good.
On paper, it's really good. Again, KL Rahul's captaincy, there were questions over there, bowling changes and everything. But, that's what I said. Captaincy might not affect as much, because he has people to look to just throw the ball. Ravi Bishnoi, 4 overs, 24 runs, 2 wickets. Economy of 6. when the average run scoring was 10, right? So he has players like that who can chip in for him, so he doesn't really have to
Absolutely.
worry too much, right? And then today with the bat, you saw Badoni himself, Quinton de Kock, Lewis all chipping in. That's what you want to do. You want as a team. So I think that kind of extracts the captaincy effect because you have players who can step up for you,
Type
whoever
up.
you. Yeah,
True.
that's what it is. So tactically, again, you could say that he made a few mistakes here and there, but he pulled it back. Like, pulled it back. He held Bishnoi for those middle overs, and it worked out. And Bishnoi got those wickets.
Yeah, and he actually left Bishnoi in the 17th over. That was a big move by him.
Big
So
move, yeah.
good.
Yeah, good, decent captaincy there. But from CSK's point of view, if you just look at their batting as well, Uttapa in form, that's a very good sign. Moin Ali, Shivam Dubey also batting well. Ambati Raitu decently contributing. Everyone chipped in, but maybe they just would have liked someone like Moin Ali to kick on, 35-22. He got the platform, maybe scored that 60-70, and guys, that's what they were missing. But still, I think 210 was a very good score.
100%. I think they missed Adam Milne. If he wasn't injured, he would have played in place of Mukesh Chaudhary, and that would have made a huge difference in today's game, I felt.
Hmm.
A side strain, because of the side strain, he was dropped. So I feel one change over there. That's what is required for CSK. Otherwise, the team is pretty well balanced. Uttapa is in crazy form. We saw him bat like amazing today. I saw him playing like that long time back for KKR, and he was like looking all guns blazing today. So
Yeah,
yes, good to see that. Hopefully, Gaikwad comes back in form. I had predicted regarding Conway, but he was dropped today.
yeah,
I thought he might get one more chance, but since Moin Ali and Pretorius were in, that's the reason they dropped Conway and sticking to the Indian side. Maybe Conway can also come in if Adam Miller is injured for Raidu or someone like that. Let's see what's going to happen. But yeah, you can't depend on Shivam Dubey as your sixth bowler or seventh bowler rather. And it was kind of funny if you saw the interview after the match. Jadeja was saying that they haven't practiced with wet ball till now. That's kind
yeah,
of
very true.
strange remark by him, and he's like, "We will go back and practice with wet balls." So let's see what's going to happen over there.
Yeah, and that's the reason why Jadeja and Moin Ali weren't bowling because of that due. When they bowled, they got hit a bit. But I would have still liked to see Jadeja sneak in an extra over and bowl that
True, he could have.
at least bowl that third over and then keep someone like a Bravo for your second last over at least because Bravo is a specialist at that. So maybe
Absolutely, he should have bowled the 19th over.
yeah, maybe just take a bit more responsibility there. But yeah, your player of the match.
Ooh. Yeah, see, again, I will go with the losing side because I really love the way Uttapa batted today.
I'm
Come
going.
on, you have to give it to him. Like
No, you don't.
you don't expect. I know you want to give it to Lewis, you want to give it to Badoni, you can give it to them because they're from the winning side. But the
Yeah.
way Uttapa started the game for Chennai, hats off to him at this age.
I'm going to give it to Ravi Bishnoi just because he went six and over 2 wickets,
And
and when
good
everyone's
start.
going 10 runs, 11 runs and over, he's going for six. So that was the difference, right? Chasing 230 and 210, he was probably the difference there. If he got hit for a couple of sixes, it would have been a completely different ball game altogether. So that's the only reason I'm going with Bishnoi. I just feel that when you have a high scoring game or that bowler who has the best figures is probably your match winner. And then when you have a low scoring game, the batsman who
Yep.
gets 30 of 12 or whatever can be a match winner, and that's how I'm looking at it. If you named anyone in the Lucknow team, I would have agreed with you. I would have agreed like anybody. Like even if you picked Badoni 19 of 9, I would have agreed with you. Because yeah, but again, KL Rahul, Quinton de Kock, that's exactly the opening partnership you wanted. 99-run partnership. That's exactly what you wanted, and this is how teams are going to be successful. Making use of the power play, taking it deep, 10-11 overs, 10 wickets in hand, and then you have somebody like a Lewis just to come and play a free hand.
Yeah, absolutely. What
Uh,
about Moin's catch being the drop catch? Do you
yeah,
think that was a game changer as
that
well?
was a game changer. That was a game changer. Like I don't know how many more runs he hit after that, but it just swings that momentum, right? It gives you the extra 20 runs, which are not necessary. And yeah, unfortunate. Maybe it's a or just a genuine mistake from him, but
Yeah,
he needs to take those catches. Like
that was
especially
a dolly.
yeah, as a dolly, and he's a key player in this team, right? Like someone like him, you expect him to take those catches, an experienced
True.
player. But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up this game. Moving on to tomorrow, it's KKR versus Punjab Kings. KKR playing quite a few games this week. How are you looking at this game? Mayank Agarwal versus Shreyas Iyer, two young captains and relatively inexperienced, but it's going to be an exciting game.
Well, the best part about both these teams are they're all rounders,
Hmm.
and they have some huge all rounders. We saw what Odion Smith did last time. So you have an
Yeah.
Andrew Russell over here. You have Livingston, then you have Venkatesh Iyer over here, and then you have Sunil Narayan also. What KKR has, and maybe someone like they say Shah Rukh Khan can bowl as well, so maybe a Shah Rukh Khan over here. So it's something which will really help both the teams to grow in the future of IPL. Yes, they are also heavy in top four. You have Shikhar Dhawan opening with Mayank Agarwal for Punjab, whereas for KKR you have Rahane and Venkatesh Iyer opening. So and one down Shreyas Iyer. So big teams playing tomorrow. Both look good on paper. Venkat, yeah, Shreyas Iyer losing from the previous game and coming. I'm sure they would be looking for a win. Whereas Punjab, after chasing down 202 runs against RCB, that would always boost them and make sure that they come back strong. So it'll be a good game.
Yeah, game of the power hitters. Russell's fitness, is something that KKR will be sweating on. Just in case he doesn't play, your options would be Karuna Ratne or Mohammad Nabi. Like, who would you go with if Russell is not fit?
Uh, good, good call. I would still go with Mohammad Nabi because of that experience.
Yeah, Nabi there, and then yeah, I think both teams have a lot of power hitters on display. It'll be interesting to see
Rajapaksa, we forgot
Rajapaksa.
about him.
Yeah,
What a player he is.
Rajapaksa one down, Livingston, you have Nitesh Rana. You mentioned Venkatesh Iyer, and if Russell plays, then him and Narayan. But if it's I just feel that if it's a flat track, Punjab have the advantage. If it's turning, if there's a bid in it for the bowlers, then KKR
Okay.
have the bowlers, right? Like Narayan, Varun, they can kind of thing, and that's where Dhawan's role will be crucial for Punjab. If it's a low-scoring game, it'll be him and Mayank trying to anchor, especially Dhawan. His experienced player, he plays spin well as well. I think that's where it will be kind of important from Punjab's point of view. But right now, all the players are in form. And you're adding Kagiso Roberto will probably play tomorrow.
Yeah,
Besto is quarantining; he's not going to be. But you add him after the next game. This team looks really, really good, and everyone's in form, right?
true.
That's the key. So that's what it is right now.
Yeah.
Punjab looking
We
very
also
strong.
have Umesh in KKR who's in crazy form. His economy is under 4.5 in two games.
Yeah,
That's
that's going
something.
to be a very good battle. Umesh and Sadi versus Dhawan and Mayank Agarwal. That might influence the game. That kind of battle, that
Yes.
power play, that will I think. And then you have Rabada versus Venkatesh Iyer, Ajinkya Rahane. Like that's not going to be easy. How do they tackle Rabada? That will be another thing, because with Punjab they do have Rahul Chahar now, who's a wicket taker as well. So it's not
True.
just playing out Rabada and attacking everyone. They have Rahul Chahar there as well. And Arshdeep is a smart bowler, but if it's a flat wicket, it might be more difficult for him. But he is a smart bowler. If there's any purchase, he'll get it out of
Yeah.
that.
Student of the year for you.
Yeah, you're players to watch out for.
Tomorrow I would go for I'm I don't think so Rajapaksa would do that well. I was confused between Rajapaksa and Livingston, but I think Livingston from RC as from Punjab,
Hmm.
and from KKR I would go for Sunil Narayan again because the way he bowled in last game, I'm sure he'll be very confident.
That's a very good shout. I'm gonna go Punjab, Kagiso Rabada. I just want to see the impact that he's gonna have with the ball. And from KKR side of things, It's going to be interesting, but I'll go with Tim Sadji, just because I think that he bowled really well
He
in the
bowled
long
really
ball
well.
and the death overs as well, and that will be something. I can get this completely wrong. If it's a batting wicket, both of these guys can get hit, but
Yeah.
still, someone like a Rabada and Sadji, they can dictate games with their
True.
spells, and that's something that. We want to keep an eye out. I'm just looking at KKR's batting order. It's that middle order, which is, like how do you see them approach it? Because Venkatesh Iyer, Rahane, you have Venkatesh Iyer who will be the aggressor, Rahane anchor. Then you have
Yeah.
Shreyas Iyer. Would you want him to anchor or aggressive? Nitesh Rana, then maybe Iyer anchor, then Rana aggressive, Billings anchor,
Yes.
and then Andre Russell aggressive, something like that.
True. So
That's
obviously Billings can't anger. Billings also is a pretty fast
They can
player.
all hit. They can all hit.
They
But
can
Billings
all
is
hit. Yeah.
looking rotate the strike, because you saw in the last game they all tried to hit. It didn't work out.
Absolutely. Yeah. McCallum's theory, I guess.
Yeah, they all try to hit, and they can all hit. So I mean, it's an effective approach, especially if you're playing Punjab on a good wicket. Then it's an
True.
effective approach, the McCullum way. I'm just thinking, how will they approach it with this kind of batting? Because I feel that every player, maybe apart from Rahane, they all can hit. So even Rahane can make use of
Even
the
Rani can hit.
timing. With this power play. With the power play, he can make use of his timing and gaps
True.
and everything. So everyone can hit. So just be interesting how it goes. And who are you favoring?
I will favor Punjab for tomorrow.
You will favor Punjab. Yeah, I also think that Punjab have a better chance
Yeah.
to win this game again. If KKR, just because Punjab are more overall team, but KKR, I'm being very impressed with Iyer, his captaincy, and also some of the individual performances as well. Also, a very interesting stat. I don't know if he's going to be fit or not, but listen to this: Russell versus Rabada in T20s, 79 of 39 balls at a strike rate of over 200, and only
Wow.
out once.
Wow.
So maybe that's a matchup that KKR will be looking to exploit. Rather, you have a
Absolutely.
bowler, you have bowlers holding back for your big players, like Bangalore did it the other day. They held Harshal Patel for Andre Russell. So, but here, I don't know. It might be like, if Ravada's in, send in Russell there. But yeah, if he does play, I just want to see him like bat at one position, because sometimes there's this thing that KKR look at, that they only want him to bat in the last 3 or 4 overs for some reason. They
Yeah, I
push him,
don't know
push
why.
him, push him, and if it's 2 down or 8 down, they only want him for in that situation. I feel that he's more than a situational player. So give him a position for the whole season. So you know what I mean? Like, if they're 100 for no loss, no 140 for no loss in 15 overs, they'll sun Russell 1 down.
Yes,
They're
absolutely.
sending him in that 15th over. But if they're 140 for 7, they'll also send him like with those many overs. They're not giving him more than 4 or 5 overs, and I don't
True.
understand that. It might work for them, but I just feel that someone like him, he's a class player. Just give him a number and let him take that responsibility. Let him adapt to the situation.
Absolutely agreed with
Pollard does
you.
it. Pollard, when he comes in at 10th, 11th over, he doesn't go bang from ball one. He rotates a strike
He
and
rotates the strike.
yeah.
In fact, there was an innings when he was sent one down, and he scored roughly 71 runs of 36 balls. He
Yeah.
came in the 10th or 11th over, and he played very smartly. So yes, I'm
Even
sure Russell
even
also has that capability.
yeah, even then they had a crazy platform. They won't send him, like, if they're 10 for 2, they won't send him in.
No, that they will never do.
Yeah, so
KKR
that's
will never do that.
he has to also learn, and they also have to learn that, like, you have to play according to the situation. You can be a power hitter, but play according to the
True,
situation. That's what
true that, true that.
I want my best player to play the maximum deliveries, give him that
Yeah,
opportunity.
absolutely.
And you have Narayan there as backup, right? So
Yeah, he can back too.
yeah, but yeah, I think that wraps it up. Any last comments, questions, anything?
Well, I'm excited about tomorrow's game. All these games have been very exciting, but tomorrow I feel is going to be, if the pitch is good, it's going to be a crazy power act game. Maybe it's absolutely different. You never know. One K pitches acts really weird sometimes. It becomes slow and grippy for spinners as well. If that's the case, then they have Nitish Rana and KKR who can also roll his arm. So they wouldn't need Russell to bowl that much. You have Venkatesh here as well. So that's fine with KKR. But yes, it'll be a good game to watch out for.
Yeah, 100%.
And Rahul Chara has played a lot of games on one Kade, so he knows how one Kade pitch plays.
Has he though?
He's always played for Mumbai.
He's played the
Mumbai in Wankhede.
last couple seasons who have been in Dubai, and
So
last year
start the last season, first half was
they
India,
were in Chennai. They weren't allowed to play in Wankhede.
but they played two games before.
Maybe I don't know when did he come to Mumbai Indians? He came 2019, 18, 19, 20.
No,
I don't think I don't know if he's played, but yeah, I mean, but
2019, I'm sure.
yeah, then he's played. Like he's
Yeah,
probably
he played one season for sure in Wankhede.
yeah, so he'll have an idea, a fair idea of that. And he's somebody also, he's a good spinner. He'll pick up wickets, and I think that's really going to help Punjab from that side of things.
True.
Rauchar it gives them more versatility in that bowling attack, right? You can almost
Absolutely,
use them
yes.
when needed. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I will catch you tomorrow then, and enjoy the game and take care.
Take care.
Thank you.